Kong Sid, Attorney Vandal, what do you think? What is the next step from here, Kong Sid? What do we intend to do? The president last week, former President Rodi Duterte, mentioned about you taking this into the Supreme Court, or ano po ba ang magiging next step nyo nito, Kong Sid?
Yes, after the long discussions, at wala na tayong magawa kasi aprobado na yung budget, saka pirmado na nung presidente. So the next step, and that's the only step we can go to the Supreme Court. Go to the Supreme Court and challenge the validity and the constitutionality of the budget. And perhaps high time for us to, kaya nga i-present natin ito sa taong bayan for them to discuss also. Because it's our taxpayers' money. Every day, nagbabayad na ng VAT. Bawat kilos natin, pag sakay natin ng sasakyan, pagbuhos ng gasolina, pagbili ng asukal, punta ka sa grocery, punta ka sa restaurant, kada kilos mo, magbabayad ka ng VAT. So, it behooves upon us to know. It is our right to know kung ano ba talaga nangyari. You know, since time immemorial, the truth will out as it always will. Lalabas talaga. Lalabas ang katotohanan. Kita naman sa Bicameral Conference Committee report na blanco. So, maybe, one next move is to go to the Supreme Court and really file the necessary petition to request the court to declare the GAA, because we will present, of course, the facts. Na una-una, balikan natin yung first na issue na lumabas, yung constitutionality ng buong budget, because the Constitution is very clear. Alam na alam ni Sec Wendell ito na dapat the highest budget is the education sector. Doon ka mag-allocate ng highest budget. Now, babalikan natin yung budget when presented last July 29 to the House of Representatives. Meron tayong BESF, merong isang page doon na nakasulat kung ano ang education sector. Ang total, 799 million pesos is the biggest allocation. Sinabi rin during the kung babasahin mo yung President's message, nakasulat din, the number one expenditure in terms of appropriation, the highest will go to the education sector, 799 billion. So, nag-match, no? Nagtali. Number 2 is the DPWH, 700 billion. So, nakasulat din sa President message. At sa BESF, yung number 2 yung DPWH na budget. Okay, sa sinabi ko na kanina, yung proseso, first reading, second reading sa lower house, first reading, second reading sa upper house. Yung resulta ng dalawa, i-reconcile mo through Bicameral Conference Committee. Yung output ng Bicameral Conference Committee is clear na binawasan nila ng 31 billion yung 799 billion ng education sector. At dinagdagan ng 288 billion yung DPWH. So, 1.1 trillion ng DPWH, overtaken talaga. Kahit idagdag mo pa yung mga dinagdag nila, which I think nag-imbento na yun. Kasi nandoon sa BESF, at saka nandoon sa President's message yung pag-submit, sinabi na doon na yung totals na doon na. So, dapat yung plus-minus mo doon na sa BICAM. At saka yung dinagdag nila na convergence projects, DPWH talaga yan. Alam ni Wendell yan. Yung hindi lang convergence projects, yung dinagdag nila yung salary differential. Siyempre, mas malaki yung salary differential for the teachers kasi malaki yung teaching force compared to the DPWH employees. However, since time immemorial, pagpasok ko pa sa Kongreso, nandyan yan sa MPBF. MPBF talaga yan. Paano mo ipasok sa education sector, idagdag yan. So, kahit anong engineering pa or re-engineering yung gagawin mo, mataas na talaga itong 2025. mas mataas ang public works budget, which makes it unconstitutional. So that will be raised also. And may laking question, bakit binawasan yung o tinanggal yung budget ng PhilHealth? The health advocates, health sector, maraming doctors are questioning bakit tinanggal yung 74 billion doon. The 74 billion there is intended for the indirect beneficiaries of the PhilHealth. Kasi yung iba naman, yung direct, ay meron naman yun silang, nagbabayad sila ng premium, deduction yun sa salaries. Yung indirect beneficiaries, binabayaran natin yun, galing yan sa sin tax law. Yung sinasabi ni Sec Wendell na may mga automatic appropriations, meron tayong tinatawag na earmark funds. Because the sin tax law says the increment of 103, Republic Act 10351, yung 80% yan will go to universal healthcare. So universal healthcare, that will be the insurance coverage of the indirect beneficiaries. More or less, ang figures na kita ko that time was, there were 25 million indirect beneficiaries. Yun yung mga senior citizens, mga 4-piece beneficiaries, yung mga PWDs. So, saan ngayon kukuha ng pambayad ng premium nila for PhilHealth? Saka, when you talk of economic development, isama mo talaga yung health sector. Kailangan mo ng mga malulusog na Pilipino for us to develop. Second question, actually binawasan yung budget ng 4-piece. Binawasan nila ng 50 billion. Hindi mo ba alam or hindi nyo ba alam na yung 4-piece is a poverty reduction program of the government? May target tayo niyan na kung pwede, pagdating ng 2028, single digit na lang yung ating poverty rate. Between 8 to 9%. No, paano mo na ma-reach yun? Kasi tinanggal mo na yung PhilHealth mo. Tinanggalan mo yung PhilHealth. Tinanggalan mo yung 4-piece. Yung 4-piece kasi, it's really was designed to address poverty. Kaya nga meron yang conditional cash transfer. May obligasyon yung makakatanggap. Papaaralin yung mga anak. Pupunta ka sa health center. Then may PhilHealth coverage ka. To address development, gusto natin maging aakyat pa yung ating growth ng Pilipinas, kailangan mo talagang increase the GDP, at the same time, address mo talaga yung poverty. So, saan pumunta? Iyon ang tanong. So, it went to mostly 288 billion went to sa BICAM pa lang ha, hindi kasama yung budget sa NEP at saka yung sa kwan. Sa NEP yung infra budget tinagdagan ng 288. I don't know kung i-consider ba nila yung absorptive capacity saka kaya ba ma-implement lahat ng DPWH yan. So there are really a lot of issues in this budget na dapat iakyat talaga sa Korte Suprema. Not only to the Supreme Court, but to the bar of public opinion, because it's very important that the people should know. Pera ng taong bayan yan, that's taxpayers' money. The people should know. They have the right to know. We have the right to know.